All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Citations to you, Akim, out there pushing this truth with sincerity and fearlessness and all honesty. And to you, few Aqua that's in obedience to your husbands. All right. We are prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom that's called America. And in the Bible, it's Mystery Babylon, Sodom and Egypt. All right. It's a beast system, just like Rome and all these other places that have fell. All right. Letting you so-called blacks, so-called Native Americans, and so-called Hispanics know that you are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. All right. Hoping this lesson is edifying. And in this lesson, we're going to talk about Hawaii. What's going on in Hawaii once again. I know I did a lesson before, but there's other stuff going on. And the death toll is definitely rised and actually really unknown. We don't know who. They're still calculating and still recovering from it. All right. So let's I'm gonna get these videos together. Got quite a few. I got quite a few, so hopefully that you can hear it. Lord willing, that you can hear it. You know I don't have the best of sound on here, but I know once I recorded and I uploaded to YouTube, and it kind of distorts the sound. But hopefully you can hear this. But I got other videos that's just visual, and another guy talking, and once another guy talking with the subtitles. But hopefully you can hear this guy. He's really, matter of fact, we won't look at him first. Let's look at the. Yeah, like what he explained, he went through some hell, fire, tornadoes. They're trying to find refuge. He's seen dead bodies. That's a sign of the Lord, man. All right. That man went through some hell, man. All right. You go to precept. Isaiah 32. Well, Isaiah 29 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquakes and great noise and storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. All right. And that is clean cut. And that's what that is. The Lord is, that's what's going on. All right. The flames of devouring fire. Fire and tornadoes have devoured Hawaii. And they're claiming that it was the harp or it was like specifically designed. Of course, it's ultimately the Lord, though. They're claiming that it's Esau got a whole nother plan. They burned that motherfucker up on a whole nother level on a plan they got. They say Jeff Bezos already got smart cities built in there. All right, let's go right along. All right. Them people had to jump in the water, man. Them people had to jump in that water. All right. Now, let's because this is ultimately we're speaking on judgment. Judgment is coming, and it's came there, and Israelites are scattered throughout the earth, and they're in Hawaii, and we know there's a lot of wickedness there. Let's go to Isaiah 66:16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. All right. That guy said, if you didn't hear it, it was subtitles. He said that the death toll, they're lying. They're not really counting it up. It's still counting. It's more than what they say. It's so many dead bodies on that island. All right. It says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. Okay, so that's what you see in Hawaii, and that's just the beginning. It's going to happen even more. It's going to happen all throughout this place that we call America. It's Babylon. All right, let's go to Isaiah 13:9, I believe. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinner thereof out of it. All right. Look at that. All right. The land, that whole place is desolate. It's people, you see the people trying to escape in the ocean. All right. They said the winds were hot. The winds were full of heat. It was hot heat. All right. It was like a hurricane and fire at the same time. Those people were in the water, in the ocean. All right. That can't be good. All right. That's pure destruction. And the Lord's coming with that. It's going to be worse. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light, and sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and that's to come, and the wicked for their iniquities, and I will cause the arrogance of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, and that's to come. But I was going to focus on that 9, on precept on 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinner thereof out of it. All right, man. That's pretty tough, man. All right. Let's go to the real plot twist, though, man. The plot twist of all this is that there are some conspiracies behind this, and we know that these people, they work wicked upon their beds. And like I said, if you can't hear this guy, all right, if you can't hear this guy, my apologies. Just try your best to hear it, man. I can't, seem to get things right with the sound here. But Lord willing, you can hear him, but he's speaking on him being a resident of Hawaii and how it just seems kind of fishy that only certain parts of the great real estate of it has been put down. And like I said, Jeff Bezos has started putting smart cities up over that way. We know what that is, 15-minute cities, and you know what I mean? This is what they're trying to do. So, listen. And he spoke on Oprah. Oprah owns land out there, and she's part of that wicked crowd, man. Says Hawaii, you should have been kicked this pedo and all her pedo friends off that island. Y'all know what they was doing. All right, let me press pause. Sorry about that. Y'all know this is what a person on Instagram has said. I'm just reading what they're saying. Y'all know what they was doing to all them kids, sex trafficking and organ harvesting, but you turned a blind eye. So now you get what you get. Fire, lake, right? Some woman named Nefertiti. Oprah CBS media crew denied entry to Hawaiian wildfire shelter. The county of Maui noted that its policy remains that no media are given access. All right, so, Oprah, along with many other elite, wicked, boule people, are resident of Hawaii. And I'm going to show you in a minute. That's tough. So these are the people that live on that land. These people, which are elite, which are ones that these are the people that are up there in the upper echelons. When you live in Hawaii, you're in the upper echelons getting that money, and in those circles where there's wickedness going on, adrenochrome and all that stuff. Oprah Winfrey, what's going on. So check it out. Yeah. So you see, these are the residents. Those are stars that are residents at that in Hawaii. All right. You know, maybe they're trying to cover up something, so they came up and band together and used HAARP to destroy some shit. You don't know what's going on. All right. They're trying to rebuild to eventually control and get these concentration camps going on over there, or what's going on. All right. And we know that the devil, these wicked elites, Edomites, and whoever's with them, we know they're up to something, man. You know, they're up to something. Ultimately, it's the Lord. All right. Micah 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. All right. All right. So, this is what they're going. They're working evil upon their beds, planning things, planning natural disasters and stuff like that. That young man that was in the video speaking like, man, I've been living here for so long. There's something up. There's no such, just like was it a hurricane that only hit certain spots. It skipped over. There was no flood. There was something, there was a surgical strike of a weather HAARP control. That's what he's speaking on. That's how he's calling it. All right. And these devils plan things so they cannot hold themselves accountable. This is what they do. All right. Let's go to Psalms. Psalms 36, verse 4. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. All right. This is what they do. All right. Let's start at 3. Transgression of the wicked safe within my heart, that there is no fear of God where his heart. I'm going to start at 1. All right. Because this is how these people think. This is how they're planning. And they don't feel like their kingdom is falling. So they're going to try to force. This is what they always done. To the chief musician of Psalms of David, the servant of the Lord, the transgression of the wicked safe within my heart, that there is no fear of God before his eyes, where he flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquities be found to be hateful. All right. And the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. So they're going to be on this news talking about it's a natural disaster and stuff like that, but later on plan on building, certain cities and stuff. But the Lord's going to throw that shit down. He have left off to be wise and to do good. He deviseth it mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhor not evil. All right. That's what these devils do. They set up mischief upon their beds, and they have a bigger plan behind this this weather shit going on, that they're controlling the weather. But ultimately, it's the Lord. It's the Lord bringing their hardening their hearts and trying to control and be like God. Isaiah 32, verses 7. And the instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. So you're going to find a lot of people like seeing things like, man, this doesn't happen. This is something that ain't right. So this don't happen normally. They're planning things. Even that young man, he spoke on Oprah. He was like, man, Oprah's viewed, and Oprah, the people that's not, because what I see is people, the original Hawaiians that have land over there are not trying to give their land up. So now what they're doing is trying to cause natural disasters upon their land, so they have to give it up. They find ways to, and they've been doing this since colonization, since for a long time, causing ways to take people's land, and that's what's going on. They've been wanting that land over there in Hawaii. It's so much beautiful scenery, so much naturalness over there, and the original people, say over there owning stuff, were not giving up that shit. So now, you got Oprah and shit like that. She's been trying to buy up people's shit. They're not trying to give that shit up, So now they're trying to find ways to just bully their shit through natural disasters. All right, through lying words and, evil plots. All right. And that'll be the end of this lesson. Hopefully that's edifying. We're watching and praying, and that's what's going on. Lots of people have died. I did the first lesson. It was like 5 people had died, I believe. I don't know. They say, but it's way more than 5. It's like way more than the man that was explaining. He was in, in a bubble gumps and all that. He had to kick the dough down, and the bubble gumps got the flaming, burning down. He had to leave there. It was a bunch of crazy shit. So people are, seeing this stuff, man. And something's up, and it's judgment ultimately. The Lord is judging this place. The Lord is judging, bringing judgment upon these people because they've been wicked. Hopefully this is edifying. With that being said, I'm going to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors to the elders of the great millstone who rule well. Shalom.